In this video, we will discuss about the meter bridge. Meter bridge is a device which is to find out the unknown resistance. Now let us discuss about the meter bridge. Meter bridge, as the name is also suggesting us, meter means a bridge which have a 1 meter wire. So I am having a 1 meter wire. I take it as a 100 centimeter wire. Generally, in the meter bridge, we use a wire made up of an alloy. Alloys can be, it is constantium, manganese, and eureka. Now question is asked, why the wire is made up of an alloy? Because alloys generally have low temperature coefficient. It means that with temperature, the resistance of the alloys does not increase appreciably. So that is why we use a wire of an alloy. Across the ends of this wire, we attach a broad copper strips, that is broad copper strips. Across the ends of the wire, we attach a broad copper strips. Now why we have taken it as a broad? Because we know that resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section, so which further reduces the resistance of these strips. Also, they are made up of copper. The copper generally have very less resistance, so again it reduces the resistance of these strips. A meter scale is placed along the wire to measure the length of the wire. This full arrangement of this meter bridge is kept over the wooden base. Now, how to connect a battery? So across the end of the wire, this is our wire, across this end of the wire we attach a battery, a meter and a key, and across one gap we attach a resistance box, and across the other end we attach a unknown resistance whose resistance is to be find out. At the middle of this one we have another one terminal. In this terminal, first we connect with the resistance box, then we attach a galvanometer. Further, this galvanometer is attached with a jockey. Jockey is just like a pen. Here at the back of it, it is connected with the wire, that is to the galvanometer, and the other end is pointed one. So this jockey is moved over this wire. This should be kept in mind that the wire, this jockey will not be slided over the wire. It should be moved over the wire. That is, placing here, remove it, then again place next one, remove it, place next one, again remove it. So like that you should move the jockey over the wire. So this is your complete electrical circuit diagram for the case of meter bridge. Now let us discuss about on which principle it is based. So it is based on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. If the resistances are in ratio, that is P by Q is equal to R by S, then the current in this galvanometer is equal to 0. Now if in this diagram it is not looking that they are forming any Wheatstone bridge. So to understand it, I have made another one diagram. This is your meter bridge. Now see this wire having two portions. One portion is other side of this jockey and second portion is on this side of jockey. So since this wire is having some resistance, so I show it by this resistance. So this is your one resistance, this is other side of the wire. So I take this resistance of this wire is KL. And the resistance of this wire, if total is 100 centimeter and this portion is your L, then this portion will be 100 minus L. So this is your K 100 minus L. Now across this wire we have attached a galvanometer, and the other end is attached with the 1X. This end is attached with the X, unknown resistance, and the other end of this wire is attached with the resistance box, like this one. And across this wire we attach a battery through ammeter and key. So this is your simplified diagram of a meter bridge. If you see carefully, it is just like a Wheatstone bridge. If somehow I am able to make the current in this line galvanometer is equal to 0, then the resistances will be in ratio. That is R by X. That is R by X is equal to resistance of this wire, which I have taken, it is KL, divided by resistance of this wire, that is K 100 minus L. So this is your condition with which we can able to find out the unknown resistance. Now let us do how to find out. It can be done in 3 steps. First, we remove the high resistance key from this galvanometer. The question is asked why this resistance box is attached with this galvanometer. Because resistance box is a very sensitive device. If a large current flows through it, it may damage it. So to avoid this damage, what we do, we remove a high resistance key from this galvanometer so that a very less current is passed through on this line of current. So this is the purpose of this resistance box. Now before starting it, first of all we remove the high resistance key from this resistance box. In the second step, remove any resistance box key from this resistance box. We now close this key. In third step, you close the key. Now next one, move the jockey from A to B. As you keep on moving the jockey from A to B, I found that at this particular location, when the length is L, then the galvanometer shows you 0 deflection. So this length is L and this portion of the length will be 100 minus L, as the total length is 100 centimeter. Now if you see here, if this galvanometer divide this meter bridge into 2 portions, like this pen I have placed, this is one part and this is your second part, and galvanometer is in the middle. So as the Wheatstone bridge, that is R by X is equal to resistance of this wire divided by this one. So our principle becomes, when the current in the galvanometer is 0, then the resistances will be in ratio. So that is R by X. So I write here R by X is equal to resistance of this wire divided by the resistance of this wire. So what is the resistance of this wire? If K is a resistance per unit length, then the resistance will be equal to KL for this wire. And what should be the resistance of this wire? The resistance of this wire will be R double dash is equal to K times 100 minus L. R by X is equal to KL divided by K into 100 minus L. R by X is equal to KL divided by K into 100 minus L. Now after solving it, K get cancelled out. So we are left with R by X, reverse it, X by R is equal to 100 minus L divided by L. So from here you can find the value of X. Then the X will be equal to how much? The X will be equal to 100 minus L divided by L into capital R. By knowing the value of length and R resistance, if you see this diagram, by knowing the value of key which is removed in the resistance box and the length at which the galvanometer shows you 0 deflection, we are able to find out the value of unknown resistance. Remember this formula, that is X is equal to 100 minus L, L into R. If the key or resistance R is increased, if this R is increased, then the value of L should also be increased. Means the galvanometer will show the deflection at the longer length to satisfy this ratio. Because if you increase this part, then this part will also be increased. So how can we increase this part? By increasing the length. So means this length will be more. If this point is A and this point is B, then our balance point will be shifted towards more length, that is towards B. Now what will be there if I attach another one resistance box at this point, or increase the resistance of this wire resistance box, then what is the effect on the balance point? So there is no effect for this. If you remove any key from this one, there is no effect on the balance point. If you remove the higher resistance key which is attached with the galvanometer, then also there is no effect. So the resistance which is attached with the galvanometer and the resistance which is attached with the cell does not affect the balance point. Only the balance point which is changing, which is attached in the gap of the copper strips, that is resistance box, this resistance box. Thanking you.